Well, welcome to the latest episode of FPL Top Dogs, and apologies I haven't been around really for the Christmas or January. Had a great time back home in Ballyhaunis in County Mayo in the west of Ireland, where I'm from. 2 terrific weeks there from the 14th of December. So I kind of took a liberty to take a little break from FPL pod-wise cats, but not from the game itself. It's been really tumultuous, unbelievable, loads of debate, discussion. I'm going to try to get through game week 14 to 19, if that's possible. See where we can go from there, and I'll try and get you all up to speed where we are in the CHRISTY Nicholson Pub Fancy League here in Ballyhaunis, County Mayo. And thanks for everybody joining me, the Guru tonight, Vince the Guru or Valwega, whoever takes your fancy, and a new Man United shirt, the 1999 Ryan Giggs FA Cup. It was the away season against Arsenal, the famous 1999 season. Harking back to the days, and the top dogs cap there, 21, 22. Haven't earned a cap since 22. Shocking stuff, but I want to do it this season. I'm up to the 20th position in the CHRISTY Nicholson, and I've all my chips intact, including the assistant manager, playing the patient, and let's see where we go from there. So let's share, and I have a video I did before I went back to Ireland on the 14th of December, but the computer hasn't been helping me. It's brilliant tonight. Touch wood, knock, knock. And let's see where we are from there. I hope you like the decorations as well. It's just nice to, I suppose, have them featured in a podcast, I suppose. It's a spirit to be merry and jolly. And without further ado, I suppose is gotta get the Guinness in, folks. Can't get the Guinness in. To serve Guinness only to the locals. Okay, so let's get to the video, and I had to redo the video, rejig it, and re-update it. So there you go, folks. Lovely, good stuff. Well, video overview. I can't recap, 14, 15, and 16. I can just kind of see where we were on 14 game week, and have a look at 18 and 17, and I'll talk a bit more about what my team looks like, how I got on the game week 19. A little bit of the Sun Fancy Dream Team, guys. Please try and get into it next year. It's a great format. A little bit of the King of the Travellers coming, and what happened to the FPL Draft Duo League, as you might, if you've been in that at all. So the assistant managership is going to come in game week 24, and basically, I'm sure all of you guys who are watching this, you kind of know what the story is, but you need between 0.5 and 1.5 million spare. Obviously, Pep, Arteta, whoever you feel like a slot will be 1.5 million to buy, and the other dudes below 0.5, just depending where they're on the league. You need to have that money free so you can transfer in your manager. Be awful careful what you do with it, and also you can only have three. We'll say if you want to get slotted, you need to free up the space, because you can only have 3 Liverpool assets, and so you'd only have your Sally, your Trent, and Slot. You have to get rid of one, so you have to be a bit very, very strategic. I'm going to have a look at a book here. I have a really good draft of all our mini blank weeks and mini double weeks. Okay. And I'll give you a rough idea of what's going forward, or what I'm going to do anyway. So basically, if you pick Liverpool, they win their 3 games, they get 6 points, so that's 18 points. Any goal they score, if it's 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, that's another 6 points onto your 18, which is 24. I think that's about it where the points come in, and I think you get a little bit for a draw, maybe 3 points for a draw. I'm not sure, but depending what manager you pick. If he's playing a team that's about 5 places above him in the league table, then you can get 10 points for a win. So you can calculate to see, well, oh well, Tottenham are 11th and they're taking on Forest. I'm going to take a chance on Tottenham at home to Forest because I think they're about 5 places, ahead of Spurs in the table. Forest, they're third or second for all that. They're well ahead. So that's the crack. You can be strategic about it. So be careful, be careful. Look more into it. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not a massive fan about it, but it's a new thing that's coming in. So I'm going to be okay if it's going to. This could be the season where you could get up to 60 points in this chip. They did the calculation last season. A few bushes on Glasner, is it, at Palace when he came in 3 game weeks between 34 and 36. You could have got up to 68 points with the goals they scored and all sorts of bonuses. And I don't know how they made up to 68 points, but there's more into it. So best of luck with that chip, folks. What else have I got here? I think I've got a bit of. I went to the game against Chelsea, Spurs, Chelsea, and Cole Palmer got his couple of goals and assists anyway. So I must have a feature here from game week. Yeah, Cole Palmer, 11.1 million. Well, he's a lot more than that now. Is he the future? Well, now a lot of things have changed now with Cole Palmer. I think he's hit and miss. We've seen there Ipswich away, 2-0, completely, what's Maresca doing changing his team when his Chelsea squad were only playing week to week because a lot of them were rested with the conference baloney. So I'm not sure what's going on. I think it was to try and keep a few people happy. I'm not sure about Nkunku as well. So they're messing about a bit. So I know Chelsea have Bournemouth coming up and Salah's got Forest away. I think in the next game, game week 21, I think. So if that's the case, I'm not sure I'd be very wary still of going for Cole. I just don't know where Chelsea are. They're a bit, and Sanchez didn't play the other day. I don't know what's going on there. A lot of rotation, so just be careful with. I've got Colwell in my team now, so I'll have to pick our battles with Chelsea. A rearranged game, so when I had this video set up, we lost the game to Hurricane Dara or whatever, and now that's going to be scheduled to game week 24. We thought is 25, 20. That's going to go to game week 25. So we'll have a look later, but it's going to be Liverpool Everton double, and Liverpool will have Wolves at home, and Everton will have Palace away, and then they play each other. So that's an interesting time if you've got a triple captain. Or your assistant manager boost. I am erring on. I don't want to use a triple captain with Salah. Everyone's going to captain them anyway. I don't feel I'm going to. You could lose up to 20 points depending on what Salah does in these 2 games. Could he get rested? I don't know. For Pat, he's not had a rest all season, so we'll see anyway. So that's 25 as the next key date, really. So you want to be rolling your transfers in FPL if you can. I can't do it this week. I had to get rid of Bowen. I brought in Buemo because in game week 29, I see it's going to be a mini blank, and that's mainly due to the Carabao Cup final. And it should be Arsenal and Liverpool for that. So you'd expect them to blank. So if Arsenal and Liverpool in game week 29, they have Arsenal have Chelsea at home and Liverpool have Villa away. So that those 4 teams will be blanking then in game week 29. That's if Arsenal and Liverpool get there. It's a different computation if Spurs and Newcastle get through, or one of them get through. If that's the case, Palace and Fulham will be those fixtures if Newcastle and Spurs get through and knock out the 2 favourites for the Carabao, and that's game week 29. So it's a little bit up in the air. I'm thinking that can I sort of get past game week 29 without using a free hit, because in game week 34 and 36 there's 4 there's 4 teams in the FA Cup, they'll be blanking in 34, and then they'll play a double in 36. So whoever gets to the semis there, if the Prem teams, they might necessarily not be all Prem teams, who are dependent. So there's a lot of action still left to do. I'm happy I've kept the bench boost there, and I'll use the wild card in around game week 30 to 32, dead end into 33, and play the bench boost maybe there, double game week for the EFL team. So whoever got to the final. So that's the reason why I've got Mbeumo in, because Brentford have a game in 29, and I'm looking at, obviously Bruno should be good for Leicester away in 29. He should be good for Southampton in the game after this in game week 21. So I'm thinking about maybe something else rejigging. Depends how Foden is getting on. I brought in Foden, um, so Bruno, I love having Wood. He's going to be fine against Ipswich away in game week 29. I have Mbeumo. He'll be fine with Bournemouth away in 29. And Cunha is a shout because he should have Southampton away by then. His price is dropping like a stone. So I could have missed up to 1 to 6 players in game week 29. I would love to get through that game week 29, and then the assistant manager trip is then, well, what am I going to do? It could be 34, 35, and 36. You could play assistant manager trip. Um, it's way too fishy. I'm not quite sure. I would rather go according to the plan, wildcard, bench boost, and do a triple captain near the end. So I'm still not quite sure whether to go early, get rid of this assistant manager thing. You might get the luck, and also depending if Liverpool have already won the title by March, they might be rested here and there for a lot of Prem games, and people might be getting done with their players, and it'd be a frustration. So at the moment, they want to be winning all their games, Liverpool. So I think I might err on the system manager, get it over and done with. It's a hit and miss. You might be lucky. I'd be happy just get 30, 35 points out of the bloody thing and leave it and get back to normal. But we'll see anyway. That's what I'm thinking generally. I think Bruno's still in the reckoning, folks, in my opinion. We'll have a look later. Okay, I need to get rid of that. Next on the video. Okay, so this game week 14 here, Connor Freely, well done, lad. A shout out for you. 101, terrific 101. Love to see your team. It might go in later, but we'll check it. And the underdogs, Rosalie. Now, he was unlucky. I checked his team on that game week about the cancellation of the Liverpool Everton match, and it was obviously didn't change anything. So him living in Malaysia and a lot of the people living across overseas, they got caught. I think Sajendra got caught as well, and one or two others did as well. And I noticed that I think one, some from Canada here and there. So we were right on it there, and there was only a 3 or 4 hour window to make a move before we found out about the cancellation. And it happened about 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., 8:30. So there was time to react to the 11 o'clock deadline back then. Kevin Guru Killer, good 84. See, there was a big difference, really. Game week 14, 101, 94, 84, but loads of people, anywhere around the 70s and 80s, you're laughing. Darrell Hunt, Ethan Keane, Fergal, Great Guns, Walsh, Dylan Lyons, good scores. Owen Collins, Daniel Jordan's been doing good recently. Jason Coyne. Sismaldo has been getting in good proper scores as well, and Sniper's doing well. Starman's in there with Jack the Dance Maloney, who's in Canada, Vancouver. Now, great score later on, we'll see, 75. So the form guys are coming to the fore here. Top dog of game week 15 was Derek Kilkenny. Well done, mate. 86, excuse me. William Hitman Nestor, 83. Donny Silverman O'Brien. Me and him have been crawling up that CHRISTY Nicholson. I noticed that we were around 35 and we've crawled up to that 20s mark. It's so hard. Donny was saying in the voice message just the other day, he said I can't believe it. I have 71 points this game. We've just gone game week 19 and I've dropped 6 places in CHRISTY. It's just dog eat dog and it's just criminal. It's the most competitive thing. He says there's only 2 leagues he looks in the whole of FPL of all that he's in. It's the CHRISTY Nick and some other work one or whatever he's in as well. So there you go. Shout out for Silver Mines. Great score for game week 15. A bit of credit. Michael Kilcourse, who's the Snowman's brother. I saw him out in Max when I was back home. 80. He's on it. He's doing well. Well done, Mickey. He's a mad Villa. I have to put him down as Mick the Villain Kilcourse. He's the villain. Vince, myself at 78, happy enough. I want to be underdog every single game week. You're sure to be laughing. Jerry Freely, 75. He was coming into form, but as you'll see, he dropped off a lot in the last couple of game weeks, 40s and 50s. So needs to pick up. He's still in the top 10, I think, in the CHRISTY. So Morgan Lyons in there. Oh, and the look boat row from Claire Mars. Hurler, 72. Adam Hickey and Jack. The Black Lunatic Carney, 71. So good stuff. Jasmine doing well. Next is this one here. Yeah, so game week 17, Jeremy Duffy, well done, 90, 98, 98. Incredible scores here. And really, game week 17, it was really, really tightly packed there. Loads of 90s. Jack the Dancer again, 97, good score. An underdog again, John C. Halpin. Cyril Sniper Collins, 95. Daniel Jordan, great stuff, 94. Dara, the Egghead, FPL Egghead Hunt, who came third last season, and Christy Nick. Have your trophy, bro, if you're watching. Tasmaldo again, a 93, solid. Jason McGoldrick, Connor Freely, done well. Congratulations, Connor, on getting married, bro. I think it Bellantubber, so congratulations over the Christmas. Lovely stuff, Con, and have a happy marriage and health, happiness, and wealth, and the whole lot. Good luck, mate. Connor Freely, 92. Donny O'Brien in there again, and myself, and that's what we got a 90 and I got an 89. Joey Neenan and Rory Harford, 89. Joey is the danger. He's absolutely putting down the foot on the Christy Nicholson. He's a runaway leader at the moment, and he's got all his chips intact. So it's really about a top 10 for me, folks. That's how it's going to keep me going. Game week 18, top dog. Fergal, Great Guns Walsh, well done. Came second last year, unlucky not to win it. Could have won the Christie last year. Second, I always say the top three are winners. They're this year's memories, the three of them. And well done, 78. Again, pretty tight, but there's a lot of 50s this game week, so a lot of people made some proper ground. I know, I think they got a 59, so I lost a bit there. Liam Hurst, 76. Stevie Stratford Nolan, 75. Mark the Oracle Phillips, 72. Very good. Sniper Collins again, third time in the underdogs. Consistent. Michael Kilcourse in there again. Well done, the villain. 70. Johnsy in there again. Farad Smod in there again. Jack Harney. You can see the form is coming and they're moving up the table, these dudes. And last game week, 19. Huey Carney, congratulations. That's Huey Carney Jr. and a brother to Ja and the Crumpet and the whole gang of them, and Lacers and all the whole gang of them, and the Black Lunatics. So yeah, Jimmy Phillips, the big friendly giant, 103. Well done, incredible stuff. Fergie Great Guns again, 101. Absolutely creelinish, phenomenal girl. Joy Commando Neenan again, 96 with Farad Smado again. Shout out for Niall Chick Richardson. Cahill the Crumpet Carney, 95. I'm happy with my 89. Dara FPL Egghead Hunt, Joe Braid. And good stuff. Great stuff there. So that's a shout out. I don't have 16 done. I'll have to find out 16, but I just don't have enough time. I'm trying to get this video out tomorrow. Now the deadline again, 11 o'clock. I'm going to the Spurs Newcastle game, which is going to be like, if you're a neutral, you're going to love it. I suppose I am a neutral. I'm going to it, and I'm going to just have no Spurs. I only have Hall going, so those people at ESEC. So I'm hoping just somebody keep ESEC quiet. But Spurs are giving away penalties like confetti. They've got no defense, and they have no absolute. There's like, I don't know what sort of team there would be in NFL. You see these guys running around the place, these head coaches in NFL American football teams with binders of tactical plays and the whole lot. Like, you're looking at Ange Postecoglou, and he's just got a pocket penguin notebook. And there's like about 3 pages in it. Attack. It's just, I find it lazy and actually quite arrogant. You can turn up to games and just say attack, and we're not defending. I don't want to talk anymore. I'm not going to do another rant. But let's quickly go into the movers and shakers. Could be the points, yeah. Guru points 15 to 19 backouts. Excuse me, need to lubricate. Mystery chip revealed. Assistant that, yeah, brilliant strategies and thoughts. Yeah, okay. I did say I hate the chip and it's an awful change, but I'm getting used to it now. I've had a lot of time to digest, and there's still a lot of time to think about this chip. As I said, I just want to get rid of it. Captaincy options are getting tricky. Yeah, it's a massive minefield now. I've given you kind of rough an idea, and I'll put up something on the screen which is a bit more clearer thanks to FPL Raptor. I like Raptor. He's doing he had a terrible start, and then look at him now, top 200k or so, even better. Silly season now. Okay, so we've got over most of the Christmas. We've got over the Christmas. We've got for the New Year, and now I think we're getting some sort of a shape now. And there is a template emerging. As I say, finally, there's a template emerging. I'll have a look at Pras's team, but not many people will be too far off this team now. We are seeing the emergence of a template. Things will settle down an awful lot. Salah's the perma captain now, and we're nearly able to name all the guys we want. But there'll be a little bit of hither and flither and changing and tweaking with these game weeks and fixtures, and people will have to take a punt here and there. To get back. Anyone fancy Haaland? Well, I did say for the Ren St. Stephen's Day, which was Everton, that didn't quite work out. It was a 1-1, wasn't it? A draw. And Leicester, he did score. It was a 2-0, I think. Or was it 2-1? 2-0, I think. And West Ham, that's coming up as home. I have Foden going on that, and I think that one should be. Look, West Ham are just absolutely abysmal. People are probably going to let Man City alone, and they'll always concede that goal. And is Lewis playing? Nobody's got Rico Lewis anymore. Nobody knows or sure anymore who's in that team. You know, there's absolutely no pick in that Man City team. Shocking. Doku's terrible. Savinho is the most greedy. He's absolutely shots from a million miles. Rose Ed stuff all the time, although he did get off to one. He got a lucky rebound there. I think Foden shot from range, and he just had a tap in more or less, so got lucky. But I'm just happy with Foden at the minute, so I didn't go with the Haaland thing. A few people might have did, not many, but Brentford did. So I think the fixtures will turn a bit for City, so I think that punt, I'm glad I didn't go for that punt. Strategic planner for FPL, so I'll discuss that later on. And all we got left now is the movers and shakers. Game week 14, and since this video was to do game week 15, so I have no idea what episode I'm on at the minute, but at least I've got something out there. Price rises so far since game week 15. Isaac has risen up to 9.2 from 8.6, which is phenomenal. Big money there. You've got 0.3 in the bank because it's 0.6 there. So if you bought in at 8.6, you're laughing. Bowen went up to 7.5, but he will decrease. Cunha, he did go up to 7.1, but with the suspension, he'll only miss 2 games, and one's an FA Cup game. I think he's got a suspension, maybe as well, a yellow card, or there's something else coming down the road, of some sort of another suspension on top somewhere. So keep an eye out on Cunha. He might go down further. Enzo went up only 5.1. He was a trend for a week, wasn't he? Parmer is absolutely flew up 10.9 to 11.4. Salah, look, we can see that he might go up tonight, folks. He might go up to 13.7. So keep an eye out. He's flown up 0.7 in like 4 game weeks. It's crazy. I don't know how he's done it. I'm glad I bought into Salah and got rid of Haaland like 5 game weeks ago or something. It saved my season. I should have done it earlier, but I just kept wanting to give Haaland that chance, and he did well at the beginning. And those 6 or 7 game weeks in between destroyed me and kept everybody up. Everyone that's up there now in the top 500k, they got off early. They took the chance in Haaland, and they're still recouping from it. Caldwell went up to 4.6. Shout out Pedro. Went all the way up to 5.9, but he's flown back down to 5.7. People have got off him. He's blanked a few, but I've recently got on him. I thought I did bench him for the 2 assists last game week, but I did have quite a bit on the bench. Altnori, I had the best. I think I could have justified with Wood. Altnori up and down a little bit again, but I like the guy. He's assistant. He did well against Spurs. Kirkes is a bit of all the rage, 4.7 up. Virgil's flown up from 6.1 to 6.5. Saliba's flown up to 6.3. I haven't Gabriel. I have, yeah. He's flown up to 6.4. So Saliba 6.3. Foden was 9.1 up to 9.2. Cucurella's up. TA's up to 7.2. And Buemo up and he just got up to 7.7. People like him now. He did take a big hit there as people went off him. Wood also has gone up quite a bit. Prize fallers, Bruno's down to 8.3 from 8.5. Saka's down 0.3 to 10.3. Keep an eye. Look, Evan Newson's up and down 5.9. Savinho there went down again. Haaland is flowing down 15.2 to he's lost 0.4 in that time. 0.1 per game week, would say. McNeil's flowing down. He's not a pick anymore. Strand Anderson's flowing down by 0.2. And Johnson's flowing down to 6.5 by 0.2. So Solanke down again, 0.2. I don't think he's still. I'd rather see Ollie Watkins now has got a run and he's on penalties, but Duran, he's got that suspension, and what will happen when he comes back, we don't know. Vardio 6.3 to 6, so that could be interesting. Vardy, he could be a real differential, but keep an eye out. I might pick him up with 5.9, but I'm not desperate. Paqueta went down. Andreas went down. I think Smith Rowe would have went down by now as well. Rice down as well. Vardy, Akanji down. Yeah, these two have miffed me off a bit, folks. I have both of them as cover for Brentford, and I thought like when he went off with his head concussion, Arsenal came on and he played start the next game, but he didn't. Flecky came straight back. 4.4 and 3 points off. 2.2 of a hit there. Diblin down to 4.5 and Paul down to 4.3. So risers tonight, obviously Watkins can go up. I think he's quite like 110%. He's definitely sure to be going up over the night if you need to get him quick. Wood, it looks like he's going up again. Terrific, love it. Isak is going up again, nearly out of range. He's just flying up. He's massive template now. And going forward, I know it's the Spurs and there's one or two tricky ones for Newcastle, but going forward, they look beautiful fixtures that you can go on. At least I have Hall, who's been covering Isak, because most people have Isak only. A few have Isak and Hall, but not many have Isak, Hall, and Gordon. All right, so I've been getting away with Isak stuff via Hall, but most people will be picking up Hall in the template now. That's just the way it's going to go. Salah looks like he's going to up again tonight. As of Balaga, Chelsea, it's not Chelsea now. He's moved. I forget now where he's gone. 4.5 if you want to pick him up. Milenkovic looks like he's going to go up in a couple of nights. Tomorrow night 4.7, and Gordon and Mikalenko, they look like they're going to go up in the next couple of days. Gordon's interesting. I do like that. So if I do go off one of my 5, I prefer the 3-5-2 formation big time. So I'll see if Diaz works out. But that's who I've got in recently, Diaz. So I'm going to keep him Buemo. Just see what happens to the Gakpo thing on the left. See if Jota's minutes are being managed still, and see what happens with Jota. See what happens with Salah. Be all right. Sabazalai, is he suspended or is he able to come? I don't know if he's back yet, but he has a little bit of Darwin needs to get a couple of minutes. So it's a bit of a Jota, Gakpo, and Diaz thing going on here, which is tricky. And a lot of I think only 10% of the top 10K have like Diaz in their team. So Bowen looks like he's going to go down. I had him. I got off him. Jorginho from Brighton, 5.3. Virgil looks like he's going to go down. His peak. Delit's going to go from United down to 4.9. We'll say Faze. I have him, so I could be taking another hit there. I've got 2 million in the bank. I'll just get in Munoz, or I'll get someone. I'll figure something out. Munoz from Palace should be very, very good. He's playing wing right back, and not maybe this game week. Coming, but the one after, I think they have Ipswich away, but Ipswich are no great, or Ipswich have turned it on now. So Saka could be going down again. Son's well due a deduction. Oh my God, the penalty there the other day against Wolves was shocking. You know, when I saw that saved, I walked out and wanted to get a coffee, and then I missed the goal. Right. So tomorrow, Pope should be going down. Madike from six down to 6.2, possibly. João Pedro, that's not good for me. I like João. I think he's brilliant squad player. I want to have him in a bench boost. I'm going to just keep João unless something mortal happens to him. God forbid. Um. So. Gomez 4.9. These guys look like they're going to go. Madison looks like he's going to go down as well. Cunha should be going down now. People should be getting off. So that's great. That's a good chunk of the video done now. You've got an idea, a rough idea of where we're going there. Oh, God above, there you go. So just a quick look at the team anyway, where I'm at, Richards boost. You know, Zhao on the bench, 9, and out nowhere, I think got 10. Phase, did he come in for a 1? So a lot of people say if you get like 15, no, he didn't come, well, that was 19 on the bench. So a lot of people say the bench boost, the minimum is between 15, 16, anything above that, fair play, just good and God. Some people hate the chip, but it's actually my most favorite chip because you get, if you can time it right, you got 4 guys on the bench, and that's half the team. And you can make, seriously, you can make 50 points at least on your position if other people are unlucky. So I think it's actually when you play it versus people captaining someone who's obvious. If there's no obvious captain in that game week you play it, then if you get your captaincy right and you got 2 of them and they both play, then you're laughing. And you really need to have guys that you can trust and depend. Now, obviously, Caldwell now with Chelsea, all up in the air. Parma's playing once a game week. It's shocking stuff from Parma. It's totally Jekyll and Hyde. I'd love to just go into his numbers here. I'm not sure if he's worth 11.4. I nearly think Son could be worth a punt if you want to save some money there, which is that he might go down to 9.8. You can't be any worse than he is. 2, 10, 3, 3, 18. It's schizophrenic. Now, I did manage to nip the Tottenham points there. I don't think I had the 14 there. I don't know when I remember I can get them in, but I've had these, and I suppose if you average the points out, I suppose it's fair enough. It's what's a 7.2 or 7.5 points per match. So okay, in the overall picture, yeah, but it is a frustration. So he's just not a captain pick, and he's getting double teamed in the whole lot, and it's just the premise just not easy. So Bowen was disappointing, but he's had a great return. You know, I said sayonara to Bowen as he's been a great punt. I think it did work out. I got him in around after the Arsenal game, and so he had the 12, 2, 6, 8, and 1. So plenty of points there from Bowen, and happy enough. Hall's just been an absolute, you know, he's been a killer. As they say in Australia, if you find a nugget of gold, I found a ripper. And Lewis is a ripper. Love the guy. Now, there's a possibility with Botman coming back, and his minutes now have to be, you know, he has to be eased in. There could be a bit of to and fro with Burn and this and that. And apparently, Trippier is not as bad as it was when he came off against United. So he he could be fine. So this set play and all this sort of stuff, you know, it mightn't be all to do with Hall. So anyway, so just be aware of that. And the other dude that plays left back, I forget his name, he mightn't actually get in as much. Played for Southampton, just can't get the name. So yeah, I've got the 15, 7, 6, and 12. I've had all these, and I got them in. I got them in good time. It's just down to timing, isn't it? Play for Chelsea as well. I can't think. I got him in after the Ipswich game, so he did blank. But you know, he's a streaky player, so a lot of people are going on in him. I'll probably play him against Brighton. I like him against Spurs, especially at home. Villa at home. These are big games that Arsenal will be up for. Wolves is fine. City would be one of them. People are feeling that they want to get off their triple Arsenal defence with Raya, Saliba, and Gabriel. Possibility, because I couldn't tell you really which one. Look, we saw Havertz going off for the bulk, but well, he didn't even play. He got the bug, so he wasn't even there for the match. So you know the match, you know, so against Brentford. So I don't know, Martinelli, Trossard, take your pick. It's all random. Odegaard doing virtually feck. feck all really. The Saka thing, it's amazing how one player like Odegaard or Saka take them out of the Arsenal team, and it's just not the same team. And what are they being called? Corner FC or set piece FC or something. They won't care as long as they get the result. Again, we're seeing Flecken flap around and miss them, goal got let in, and more corners being conceded. It's just crazy stuff how Arsenal or set piece coaches getting away with all this. And I'm happy with Diaz and what he's doing. I've had him in. I think um, I didn't get. I only got him in after I saw the Spurs match and he was playing false number 9. I thought I'd get him in, but it wasn't in time for this one. So I've just got him in with the 9 points. So we'll see. It's going to be it's a bit dicey as well because 90 minutes, 86, 90 sub here. Again, is he streaky? Loads of people did get him in around here, Wolves and Palace, and loads of people did get him in and around here as well. And I think it took a little bit of a punt there, but it's just a gut thing. So basically, gut stuff that's going on here really. And Foden is a good call as well. Diaz is a good call. Bowen was a good call. Isos was a good call. Wood. It's like a 3 period. He goes quiet in the middle bit. He's starting to hit back again, and he was an absolute crazy start. So I didn't have this guy from the start. 3 in a row. It's the 4. He blanked 3, got return. Then the crazy Leicester match was a phase when he headed the ball back and Wood's gone like, oh, it's just comical. And Faze has never been the same again for Leicester. He's hardly started the game because he was totally shamed on match of the day, the whole lot. Total, total circus stuff from Leicester. So there you go. So that's okay. I've done my Bowen thing. I got in Mbuemo. He's gone up already. He'll look like he'd be going. I'm going to make more money in Mbuemo. It's crazy stuff. Like out Nori, especially the crack at Spurs, he gets in great positions. Flecken okay, whoever plays, meh. Hall, love Hall. I just like the 5. On their day, they could just completely haul. Love Wood. I just have to make the decision about Zhao, but I think Wood has Liverpool next game week, so it would be pretty easy call to go for João Pedro. I think it's Southampton they have next. Brighton. Is it yeah, it's Ipswich. Yeah, I said earlier Ipswich. Now United could be anything. That's still a good fixture for Brighton. Everton might be fine, and so I just think going forward, and also the Brighton lad, he'll have a game in game week 29, but it's going to be City. Okay, we'll have to figure out, but at least you have a game anyway. So that's the story there. So I just think they alternate they rotate really well, Wood and Zhao. Jesus is handy, but again, yeah, one day down the road we'll want to get rid of Jesus and figure out something else. I don't know. I think maybe can't say Watkins. Watkins is a great punt now for the next couple of games. I do believe in these punts. Get the points in, then get rid. Do your business, get out before anyone knows you were there, and then follow more. What's happened? Oh, it's like a bomb's gone off. That's where we are. That's where I'm with this. I'm going to leave it to you. So have a quick look now at the King of the Travelers. So much. I think I've moved Mando. It's just got this league, the King of the Travelers nailed down really. Kevin Morley, good score. Myself, Ado Phillips, 85, beating Andy Cunyon. Stevie Nolan just edging out. Ross, 118, O'Hara. Pat Kiley losing out to the Crumpet. Bits and pieces. Connor Hussey wins out against John Kelly. Owen Collins wins out against Joseph Lyons. The Guru Killer loses out there. Maeve beats the average. James Lyons, the Maverick. And Kieran Kiley loses quite convincingly to join in. So look at the standings. It's a tough one really. Like Joey's got to lose 4 games, and I have to win 4 to get anywhere near that 11 points. There's a 12 points difference. So, and we look at the points difference. I'm actually doing quite well to be there on the head-to-head when you look at the average points there. Like Guru Killer is well ahead of me there. Just 80 odd points ahead of me. And so a few of these others are well ahead of me in points. So I don't know. I think I've got Joey next, or is it Andy Cunyon? Which is, I think you're going to matches. It's nobody else seems to be able to do me a favor here and sort out Joey. It just seems it's just he's lost 2 games all season out of 19. So yeah, I've got Andy, but I think I'll probably have one of the last. Joey's got Ramazal, so Ramazal might be down for about the Salah thing and the Everton thing the other game week. He might be down about that. So I'm not sure. It really is Joyce to lose this competition. So enough disappointing to see them. I've only had to sign, and I don't know where to go. I don't know when the draft is. This is game week 20. I'm sure they would have done the draft for the FPL draft. I was just left out of the loop. I didn't know what form to fill. I don't know what I'm doing. I've gone lost, and I won't be in the draft duo. Or probably this baloney stuff now. But it was a good experience. I have an idea what goes on, but I just don't transfer to people because I'm just too worried I get it wrong. Why would they be transferring these guys to me? And why do they want my player? I get paranoid, so they want my. I'll keep them then. Just possibly not massively. I'm playing probably 75% of the game when the other 25% you never play, which is those dealing with other players, trying to think in the long haul, trying to get over. I know there's so much strategic stuff and medium and long term stuff with draft, thinking down the line and using your bench and keeping them there until their fixtures fast. Yeah, well, at least I know the story and I've opened up. So I did well. I got to League 3 out of how many league tiers are. I'm sure I'll rejoin again, but it was an awful tough league. To leave it at that. That's the crack. I haven't paid nobody the kicks and in the overall, and it's free to enter. At least I got rid of a stupid game for this game coming, so I got in Trent to cover other people who are lower in the league who are trying to catch me. So I've covered them. Not happy to have medicine there, but cash. I had cash. I don't know how many points, 15, whatever points it was. Brilliant. Cash is brilliant. So I want to get cash back, to be honest with you. I'll figure out where Jesus and all these guys are. I've just changed the vice captain there to a team that will play on a different day, just in case the snow or the weather is tricky. It seems to me that if any fixture that might be affected again is the Liverpool Man United game, being in the northeast, and conditions are always worse up there with the snow predicted and all sorts. And I just chanted on Jesus because they're in playing this. You see, they go from Saturday to they're all included matchup. So we're in game week 19, but the Sun thing is in game week 17 because they have more games that are encompassed in the same game week. So there's always shorter. Forster's not been great, but he was tipping away. I have to sort him out somewhere. Stupin didn't play, so there's no bench in this, so that's why I have to be pretty quick. Rogers got suspended, so I had to get rid of him for Diaz. Got in TA. I had the money, and going forward, Salah. Brilliant stuff. Haaland, still happy to have Haaland. Jesus got in Jesus pretty early, and Rogers just recently, and they've just killed it. And I've had Mbuemo for a while, so it's worked out. And 2,377 in the overall in the Sun Dream team, and there's the top. So there's plenty of cash prizes there. See where I end up. I've used all my chips, so it is what it is. I'm winning my cup competition there. They're what's the sort of 6 points for goal. So you've got a heads up on my team anyway, you guys. If you watch my content, you guys in Redbridge, you're being told what the leader's doing. So all the chips were played. The 12th man is where you get from your 11, you get one guy you can pick. It doesn't matter how much he costs, you can pick him. 18 points was a great return. Maximum captain, that means somebody in your team. So I got 24 points. So my maximum captain scored 48 points. So that went on to 24 in theory. So that's how that has added up. And 30 points extra. So that meant I had 10 scorers. I think, yeah, you get I think it's 9 points for a goal. And so I think I had 10 scorers in that chip game, which is brilliant. So pretty happy. I suppose it's a little bit more simplified. You just have to be more reactionary game week to game week, and that's possibly where I'm going wrong with FPL. I'm too far too reactionary now. Be more patient. It seems to me being more patient in FPL really benefits you more and less reactive. But in the Sun Dream team, you have to be opposite, reactive, and on top of all the news, quick, any suspensions, and then there's nothing anybody can do about it for the game week for a whole week. So you just let it go. You can get transfers in, but there you go. Joining 96, the bus team. Don't want to spend too much time because I've got the match against Newcastle tomorrow, and it'd be nice to have a couple of beers or something and watch something just to relax, get the brain going to neutral. I have a couple of things up here quickly. This is Praz's bus team. FPL Praz is very famous. Like Andy from Let's Talk, mentions Praz all the time about everything. And I think Praz is like in the top 2K. He's absolutely top 10, top 2. Well, I was listening and they're reckoning, oh, he's got a chance to win this thing. So he's pretty well high up. So we just want to have a look at and compare sort of teams. I'd love to get rid of that thing there, and I would. You're biting off too much you can chew here. Maybe I'll leave it at that. Maybe people can see from there. But Ray and go, whatever that is. So basically, what Joey's got over here, he's got Rodgers, okay? So you can't see that. So he doesn't, yeah, I know Praz has got Palmer, Gordon. Okay, no Gordon. Robinson, Gabriel, check. Wood, check. Isak, check. João Pedro, check. Munoz, check. Is it? No. Oh, he does not have Munoz in his. So Joey doesn't have Munoz, but Praz has got Munoz, good pick, and Greaves. So they're not completely identical, granted. Fair enough. But what I'm just, insinuating here is that there's a template beginning to form here. So I think somewhere in between this now. So Joey doesn't have Bruno, but I think Bruno is still a pick, although he's becoming the new Paul Scholes. You just can't tackle. And he's kind of similar sort of returns to Paul. Didn't take Penos, but I'd have the Paul Scholes any day over Bruno. But Bruno is the heart of creativity of that team. So whereas Scholesy was kind of shrouded with Giggsy and Beckham and the like, and Cantona, there was so many that'd be doing more off the ball, and he could pop in and do a Keno thing, running from box to box and getting there and shooting strikes, and it was the perfect guy for the era that we were in. But now in this era, he'd be sent off every game week. He wouldn't get a game in the Prem. So we can see that Robinson should be a template player. So is Raya, Gabriel. So that's 3. TAA 4. Template Palmer 5. Salah 6. Shar now seems to be over as a 7. Isak 8 and Wood 9. And so 9 out of the 11 is getting template. He's got Mbuemo there, but Praz was saying he wants to get Mbuemo back anyway because of the Gameweeks 29 thing and long term. So he'll be monitoring Bruno, but he can change that to Gordon for Mbuemo, and he can mess around with that spot if he wants. Munoz is good. I think Joy will be getting Munoz in soon. He's got Michaelenko, but Joy will keep Michaelenko for the double in 25 for Liverpool. Anyway, with my Liverpool stuff, I got 2 anyway. I'll think about. I'm not sure if I really want too much from Everton. Really, what did they have? Everton have. They got. I think it's Palace away. I'm not sure. Not sure if they made many goals in there. I think Palace are coming. An idea, folks, of the template that's coming up. Fabianski and Fleckenanski. Blimey, that's just. What's his Joy? He got that amount 3.9. But anyway, that's the crack there. Just wanted to highlight that. We can go back to the league. So that's an idea what's developing, folks. Well done, Joy. He's top 10K in the world. All his chips intact. I just can't see him messing up the creek. 49 points up. It's massive. I just don't see how he can blow. So it's really, apart from Joe, we can talk about really Leicesters Carey's having a good season. He got in Son, that was unlucky. Replacement, he took a punt in Son and he missed a penalty then. Liam Hurr having a good season, terrific season, 80 points. Lovely country hurling. Jackson is okay enough, I suppose. The rotation's been a downer, but I'd rather have Zhao and just keep the money at the minute. So Liam, 80 points, good stuff. Stevie Strep for Nolan, otherwise known as the Knowlesy. FPL Duo 78. We finally got rid of the Fleck, and I know that the head thing, but transfer booked in. I suppose you wanted a bit of that. Palace defense. It'd be interesting if Stress got Munoz and gone for the double. Some people are looking to get in Mateta. Is Sar okay? Sar, fair enough. I think it's reasonable to have. I'd rather have Munoz than Sar. I'd go for it. It's Sal pushing. He's going off earlier than Sar, and Sar's getting more minutes, so he ticks the boxes. Guru position, and the Guru Killer could be on for I think his first hat. So we'll see. It'd be great crack. I'd love to present the Guru Killer a cap. He would be well deserved. Top tenor. Dara Hunt, look, the FPL egghead, he's been here before. He knows the stories. Everything attacked. Great position. 89. Lovely hurler. I'll have a quick look, I suppose. Kirk's okay. Gabriel, he's got the Jesus in there. Loads of stuff on the bench. Fair enough. It's 20 points there. I did the same myself without Nori. Yeah, it's a lovely score, 89. Sometimes the more you try to get them points back and try to do a brave punt, it's just slaps you in the face. That's FPL in a nutshell. 76 for the enforcers catching. Good position, can attack off there. Top 500k, good stuff, good season so far. Andy Cunyon is hanging in there, some good scores. He'll be wanting to keep in this top 10 and keep pace and make a late run. Still plenty of chips left there. Cunyon and Keane, okay, got them in. But I'm not sure. Kanate is back in training, so but he probably won't start. We'll see. I'm not sure. I don't think Kwanzaa now is a punt anymore. 3.9. Owen Collins, 86. Lovely stuff. All chips intact. He's got experience now. 3 solid years of FPL behind him. Rogers, lovely. A few people don't have Rogers, but yeah, Wood. Boring picks, but boring picks win. It is winning. Robinson's got, yeah, unlucky with Sanchez, Turner, a little bit on the bench, dead on the floor. I think it's the season now. You need to start looking at your bench and planning and plotting for game week 33. Quickly, this is from FPL Raptor. So I'll give him a bit of credit for this. It's a great diagram. It just kind of clears up everything so you guys can have a quick look at where you are and all this. So assistant manager chip in game week 24. Game week 25 is a double game week. Expected doubles for Liverpool and Everton in game week 25 due to the cancellation of the match due to bad weather. So that's what Liverpool have. They have Wolves and Everton away, and Everton have them fixtures ahead. So pick and choose. Michelangelo will be handy anyway. Either way, might get you a clean sheet or whatever. Blank game. So those teams that whoever qualify for the Carabao Cup, will say Liverpool and Arsenal, then there are other teams, Chelsea and Villa, they'll get the cancellation. So 4 teams are due to miss. So that's a mini blank week in game week 24. And whoever that is, like, okay, Spurs and Newcastle, they have Palace and Fulham respectively if they qualify. So keep an eye out whoever gets past these midweek games next week in the Carabao semis. So whoever gets to the finals and the relative teams they play in game week 29, they'll blank. They'll be expected to double then in game week 33, so that's guaranteed. And then the FA Cup semi-finals, whoever is in them semi-finals, the quarterfinals don't. I think they have a separate game week for that. So it's only the FA Cup 4 teams, whoever qualify. There mightn't be all the Prem teams, usually is, but they will blank in game week 34, and then those 4 Prem teams, if it is, they'll double then in game week 36. So that gives you a clear, idea. So that's what I was saying, like, assistant manager, just go all gung ho here with your three chips, bench boost, triple captain, free hit, and just have an easy end of season. Just throw on the assistant manager. You have 34 to 35, 36, double game week and a blank. Now the catch here is obviously whatever FA Cup team qualified, then they'll double in 36. So you need to change your assistant manager in game week 34 and then go back to whoever you think. So you need to actually have money in the bank, that 0.5 to 1.5 in the bank for your assistant manager, whoever you want. Keep it free, and the slots as well, ready for whatever team. Make sure your team's set up that you can bring in your assistant manager and you're not already blocked off by 3 or whatever you're getting in. So I think that's simplified up things an awful lot. There might be a few more suspended games, so just the weather, we'll see. We'll monitor the weather here over in the UK another couple of weeks. So bad weather, so just keep an eye out for that. So that's a handy thing. Thanks, FPL Raptor Legend. You've done really well. Envious. It just goes to show how much you can get back in FPL when everything seems lost. Won't go too much. I'll just go down the league and just see who is where and at. I think we should have a look at the top dog anyway for this game week. I need to lubricate. So I wonder, is this thing quit? Well, we've done well up to now. I've got nearly everything done. It's just the roundup of the league. I did get down. I'm happy I explained that little bit now. But it looks like the end is nigh with the dream. Yeah. It looks like I'll just wrap it up there. Done well. Got the pod done. I'll just have to wait for the computer to wake up. Um, it's gone Lula. No, yeah, I've just managed to get back. Um, we'll see Mark Phillips there in 12th. You got to be kidding me. Of course, 72. I think he done well last game week. Did he use his bench boost? Yeah, he used his bench boost and got 72 in game week 18. Very good. Michael Kilcorsi uses triple captain for Salah. Game week 18. Right. So yeah, Owen Collins there. Jerry Freely's dropped a little bit. That 46 has been devastating. They seem to be really good transfers. And Buemo for Kulusevski, Gordon in, Sarr in. None of them worked. And the guys he got rid of, hardly any of them worked. In Bumo, we got something all right, but a funny one. Just nothing seemed to work in that team. Don't like going into it, but 46, you can't back them, guys. Timber should be fine. Gabriel should be fine. Again, Chelsea against Fulham, a joke. Raul did well. Cunha went off at half time against Spurs. Gordon, it's a funny one, isn't it? It really is, David. It seems the team is time. Jerry's got some good scores, but then you have some of these. You cannot explain them. Game weeks. Connor Hussey, he did play his wild card in game week 18. So this is his new team. This is his first wild card. Jack Carney, I know he used this game week 19. It was the last week you could use your first wild card. So if you haven't used it by now, you'll see a wild card too, and you've lost your wild card. So don't blame me. I'm sure, well, you could do. Fine, the fixtures are there for Chelsea. It's just whether he play. He did get in a goal, but it was ruled out for VAR. Couldn't believe it. Devastated. I think it was. I'm not sure it was against Fulham. He punt that everyone. Oh, Star. I want some of this. Oh, Star. Rogers is fine. The Bourne pick fine. He's captain them. Isak is the man. Wood. Jackson is the outside punt. I think it is. I'm not sure if the 3-4-3 is the way to go now anymore. Hall on the bench, which is a killer. But other than that, in 86, loads of people have had loads of points. Like I've had, I don't know, 19 points on the bench. So everyone seems to have loads of points on the bench. I and I'm not worried about having to make calls whether to play Pedro now against Arsenal, or play Wood or whatever. I just want the flexibility. So Marky did get in Munez, so that's a good pick. Get rid of Matsuraoui and lift this fight another day. That's all I can rate score. He's flying up the table. He was near around where I was. He's just flowing up the table. All these amazing scores. Game week 18, Ferrer got a 69, which the high score was a 76. So it's just killing it. Our lad from Zimbabwe, but his favourite team's the Irish rugby team. So he's a big Liverpool fan. Let's have a quick look then at Ferrer's team. Lovely. TA's in there. Johnson doing. Don't know when he's playing. I can't stand Solanke. He gets no bonus points. Johnson maybe the best pick out, and Kulusevski one of the other, but assists and then -2 for goals conceded. Who wants that? Although he is a pick, maybe not in the Sun Dream team because he does get rested. Like I like Pedro. He's got nothing on the bench. He's got his bench right, and he's got the full potential out. That's just the difference between him there and a few of the others, like that we've seen, like with Slopball, with like there's a 98 there for Connor Hussey, but it's Farah. He's just left all his money in the team, and he's got nothing on the bench. So that could be an issue going forward for Farah. Has Robert McCormick lots of activity there? 75 still. If you got 75, at least it's a country trade. Get it done. 52. Ouch. And a wild card for Jack Carney. He had two houses. Maybe I shouldn't have told him about it. I don't know. But like Robinson's a good pick. Gordon's a great pick. McAllister, fair enough. It's your taste. Palmer fine. Salah fine. Solanke. Jackson. Isak. Yum on the bench thinking about Everton's double. That's sometimes the wild card. You're thinking about the future and can you lay off? But I think most people can lay off with the wild card until game week 30. tax 1.5 million. But what's this? If you add 50, so 1188 would go up to 50 points. Go up to, we'll say to the enforcer. Go up to the enforcer. It should be fine. Like it's 50 points, and so 1,000,000 points. So what I'm saying to you is that there's 1,000,000 points with 50 points. So a lot of people have used their chips already. I should be getting something out of my trip captain. I've got that mostly on everyone. Well, lots of people anyway, so I could make up something against a lot of people. Should be there if I play the cards right. Bruce Forsyth and all that. Connor Frady, again, good stuff. Had to play his wild card 66. Click, click, click. Ethan Kane won't go too much further. Cyril Sniper Collins at 77 there. Tommy Cunyan in there, 79. Own the Love Boat Row. All his chips intact, 76. Good country trade. Should be fine to attack off that one. I think still people in the top 2 million should be fine for trying to get into that top 10 of the CHRISTY Nick. It's really competitive. Donny O'Brien is 71. João Pedro and Gakpo. Yeah, it's just a punt. All his chips intact. Probably being a little bit patient there. Fergie Walsh, after all, he's done an awful lot of work. He scored after 78 points. He was top dog in game week 18. And, you know, he's been doing really well of late recently, looking at the scores, flying at 101 here. So he's had to make a lot of ground up. And he also, I think he did the -4. And so that's a handicap. He should be like at least, we'll say 50 points up higher on that table. So he's in a false position. And if he just keeps the faith, I think Fergie will be flying up there. He's made of hard stuff anyway. And it's like, you want to really come back again the following season after the second, coming second. It's awful hard to chase that. And that's what Joey come out. Yeah, Niall Richardson, I think he's a great call getting off Onana, wasn't it? Brilliant call, unbelievable. And I think he got him off before the Newcastle game as well. That was good. So United lost 2-0. Pickford, I think, is picking up clean sheets. Not this time though. Josephine Delap's doing well. Well done there. Liam Delap out Norrie's done well. So the defense has really killed it for Niall 95. Got his captain right. He's got all his chips intact. Now 11,000. Still can attack from there and get in that top 10. Isak, fine. Good team. Very good team. I love the bench. Murillo, very good. Forrest, Bruno's there. Try and roll a few of that assistant manager chip. Like Evan Nielsen, I think Bournemouth are underrated now. I suppose I'd rather have Evan Nielsen than Semenyo, but then again, Evan Nielsen sometimes doesn't start, so not sure. Kirkes might be the one there still to have. Dylan Lyons, 84. So good stuff. Just going further down. Sniper there with a 60. He's very, very believable. He's played this triple captain anyway. Mostly everybody did. 3 million. So Rodgers, Hall, some great scores. The strikers destroyed us. You still got the hat. That's a very strong look. So yeah, that's just an idea that you can have a terrific team there to have the Salah. Not many people have Salah and Haaland together. So I think Diarmuid could make floods. When Haaland gets going again, it could be against West Ham now at home. So Genders flowing down the table a little bit for our Malaysian friend. Just quickly, obviously 95, need to have a quick look. Palmer Rodgers again, same. Well, this is pretty different to a lot of teams. Again, we're noticing a bit further down the table. Good game week for the guys. This maybe having faith in the for Haaland, and I like Zhao there. Nothing on the bench, that's an issue, especially with your bench boost coming up. You have to figure out, I don't know how you can get more funds into your bench going forward. That's going to be tricky. But you have the free hit, you got a wild card there, so a bit of thinking, strategic thinking there. Adam Hickey, 65. Jackie Coyne, 78. 85 from Diarmuid Duffy. Good stuff from Diarmuid there. Ivan DeMello, 75. He went to Everton game, the one that they won 4-0 or something. He went to the game for the first time ever. Went out. What was the game that we'll go into his team possibly anyway. 78, good stuff. I can't think of the team. But he went to Goodison recently, and was it Palace? About 3-0 or something like that. Well, anyway, it was a great occasion and I'm delighted for John. Double winner of the CHRISTY Nicholson from Ireland, and good stuff, Johnny. Great to catch up with him. Wood, Broya, okay, there's quite a bit of Liverpool in that team, bro. He used to say he'd never pick them. So I think John is well set up for I don't see any. He's got Tarkovsky at least, so he's well set up for. And Broya, I think, is it. So he's well set up for the double game week in 25. Okay, fair enough. I think Gordon will be good. Seriously, I'm thinking about Duncan Hannon, 77, 2018 winner of the CHRISTY. Rhea, TAA, Cucurella, okay, on his day is good. Guardiola always nips up at that far left post. He's always there. Diaz, okay. Johnson, fine. It really worked. Again, it doesn't look like 105, but it's very deceptive. The 11, 9, and 9 dream combination there. Raul, what's the hard games? It's a funny one with Raul, him and Munoz. So it's a tricky one there, a conundrum with Fulham. But but today it worked out, and with the lap there, 11. Everyone's been leaving 14, 15 points in the bench, so we wouldn't worry about it. You'd like to make the right call between two crowd, but it's just a way you're thinking, come on, that was a straight head to head. And I don't think he can have four. No, it's only three, so he couldn't get him on anyway, possibly. But that's the crack there with Huey. Well done, Huey. Game week 19 top dog. I'm sure. I don't know. I'll add up the top dogs. I'll find out who won that game week 16 top dog. That's eating me now. I hope it wasn't me now. Well, I do, but yeah, William. Yeah, I think I saw William Nestor, the hit. Well, it's that Christmas season, isn't it, Willie? The hitman got hit. Yeah, Morgan, the Prodigy Lions is a bit down there, 49. So a lot of these down here. Kevin Morley is still trying to figure his way out of the swamp. And he, all credit, give it a go, bro. He is trying, like, you try to be alternative. You try to kind of go against that Masters of Salah, and it's like the harder you struggle in quicksand, the worse it gets. But what's the alternative? Just sink. That's the crack with the Christie. So thanks for sticking with us until the end. If you have, give us a like and a subscribe. I can't speak anymore. I'm nearly done. Nearly done with the can now. Might as well finish on the pause. There's just not enough Guinness in them cans. Right, guys. Thank you very much. Sinead, as they say in Ireland. That's the end. A good roundup. I needed to get that done. I have something done. Too late now for anybody to watch it, but at least it's out in the Etherverse. So we'll get this party done. Relax a bit now. Check on the computer. See what the crack is going around. It's the transfer season as well. Like, there's going to be a lot of to and fro, and this is another random thing now. We're going to see lots of transfers. Rashford looks like he could be going. There's a few. Is it Victor Osimhen as well? And Napoli could be going to United. There could be all sorts of palaver and innuendo at United. Transfers. Who else? With Tottenham looking for somebody. Arsenal need somebody badly. I really can't think of what's going on here with the transfers so far. Really, is the Virgil van Dijk thing, the Trent Alexander-Arnold, and the Salah thing. And Trent has really played the game amazingly. If you're for himself, and if you're a Liverpool fan, you're just saying, "What's going on here?" Like, he's one of our own. Actually, the computer is just. I'm really lucky I got that out with this computer, so I'll just wait about until this is done. Yeah, but it looks like it looks like I don't think Salah. Somebody's ruled out Dubai, and there's not many slots now left for the Dubai teams. I think Al Nasser could have a slot left. Is it Demari Gray? And apparently he could be wanted for one of the Prem clubs over here. I forget who the Prem club, and he might be looking to get out of the deal to go and play in the Prem again somewhere. So keep an eye out with Demari Gray. I'm sure it was one of the team in the Prem. So